Hi there, I'm Sandy Allnock, and I'm here with this month's Create in Color segment on MFT Stamps channel and blog. And today I'm going to be using the new Aussie Animals stamp set. There's several reasons why, because this stamp set was perfect for a project that I am working on. I'm going to use Copic markers, going to use a limited selection of colors this time, and see how this comes out because I want to get it done quick. Lots of you want to get cards done quick, and limited colors is one of the ways that you can do that because you're not getting out all your markers all the time. The project that I am working on, that this is perfect for, is that I am making a pack of cards to send to my aunt to use. Sending her a bunch of blank cards. And why my aunt needs cards is because she is a Facebook addict whose computer broke. She can't get to her computer, and she got a message out. She went to the library, apparently. She got a message out and sent it to the whole family and said, "Oh my gosh, pray for me. I can't get to Facebook." And this has been going on for a couple months. She just goes to the library every couple weeks, and we get a desperate message from her. And she is the kind of person, she has, I think it's 8 kids and a gajillion grandkids. She is stressed out to no end about not being able to email everybody all the time. She's on the phone with them constantly. I know that. But she's also a writer. And she really relies on emailing everybody and Facebooking everybody all the time with long essays, lots of things she has to say. She's getting up there. She's imparting wisdom. And she is stressed out because she can't afford to get a new computer. And I can't buy her a new computer. However, I can make her cards. So I am making her a whole pile of cards that have things like this on them. It's been a while, crocodile. Lots of things with miss you sentiments on it. A lot of those that I don't tend to use a lot because, I don't know, I just don't tend to make miss you cards. I make a lot of thinking of you cards for me to use because I never know when I'm going to grab a card and go. And when I'm going to send a card to another card maker that I haven't met, miss you doesn't really make sense. But for my aunt, it makes perfect sense, and I want to make her a lot of cards with this on them. And I might make her like a batch every 2 weeks or so, because I know she will use them. I will know she will write on every single one of them. So if you have an auntie like that in your life, or a grandmother, or a mom, or somebody else who you know loves to write, and you have a lot of cards you like to make, and you want to do something with them, that is the perfect person to give them to. So when you have an opportunity like this to make a card that says, "I miss you," or "It's been a while, haven't seen you in a while, haven't talked to you in a while," make a bunch of them and send it to that person. Because lots of people want to know where to send them to. That is a great idea to think about those people in your life because we know them. Some of them still have computers, but you know some of them will love to write cards, and it helps you to touch 2 lives because you're helping out the person who's writing them and you're helping out their recipient, whoever that person is. So there's my advice on where to send your cards. One of the other reasons that I love this stamp set is, well, 2 of them. One is the "It's been a while, crocodile." It's something my dad used to say all the time. So it's going to make my aunt laugh, and it makes me laugh. And then the other one is that it looks like the kangaroo is reaching out to hug the crocodile. And that is another thing that I find really particularly hilarious with this stamp set, because no kangaroo in its right mind is going to reach out to hug a crocodile, but it's kind of a hilarious idea, so I thought it would be kind of fun. I'm doing some super simple shading and super simple background. And since I was blathering while I was doing it, I'll do a quick explanation of my coloring. It's mostly 2-color blending, except on the crocodile I did a little bit of 3-color there. But the background I did with just a simple flood of yellow for the grasses and a little bit of blue for the sky. And the lighter color that you use, the easier it's going to blend into the background. And the kangaroo, by the way, I was looking them up online to see what color kangaroos are and that sort of thing. And they have big toes, like giant toes on their feet that are dark. So I drew them into the stamp. The tree is 1 set of greens, but I just alternated one of the greens to change the colors out to be the crocodile colors. So that allowed me to use less greens, have less mess out on my desk, and just make a different green using the same kinds of colors. So I use that same dark green for shading. And now for my kangaroo. Kangaroos apparently have dark color on the backs of them and on the certain areas of their body, but then their tummies tend to be lighter colored, and under the bottom of their tail and the bottom of their back of their legs, and then under their chin and that sort of thing. So there's some spots on animals, and it's on a lot of animals. I know there's, excuse me, probably a scientific reason why the animals have lighter on their bellies and stuff. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's so the babies can find their mommy's tummy. I don't really know, but there you go. I'm trying to put my darkest colors around the parts that are darkest and then slowly work my way into the lighter areas. And I started with a W8 and I went to then a 6 and then a 4 and then a 2. So I'm just kind of working through that progression of gray markers. You don't have to use the warm grays. You can use any of the sets of grays. I've seen people do some really cute kangaroos with cool grays as well. You can also make them purple and orange and whatever other colors you like, because it's a card and it's a kangaroo who's willing to hug a crocodile, so it doesn't have to be realistic colors, right? On my little kangaroo here, I'm having some issues with blending, and I thought I'll explain a little quick tip for you in how to fix that. If you end up getting the mottling that I'm getting, M-O-T-T-L-I-N-G, it is something that happens when you have a lot of color on the piece of paper, and it just kind of pulls up, and then you get that just a funky texture going on. And of course, fix your place as you go out of the lines, but try to go in with your dark or your mid-tone and go with one stroke and then one stroke of your lightest color. Don't go back and forth. Don't keep trying to push more color in there. Try to go with one coat in as simple a stroke as you can with one or two colors, and just go over it real quickly. Use the side of the pen to try to make it a good flat stroke, and that will often fix some of that mottling and get rid of it from your stamped image. So with my card, I've popped it onto a card base and used some dimensional adhesive to lift up that colored panel and called it done. It doesn't need any further embellishment. My aunt is going to love it. Her recipients are going to love it. So if you have someone like that in your life, go send them a pack of cards. Find somebody who you know loves to write and give them cards. They'll love to send them out to other people. All right, take care, you guys. I will see you again next month. Bye-bye.